Hello friends, in this video I'm going to answer one very important question. Most of time people buy property with their spouse and now they want to accept payment in one account. Is it possible or there is some problems? We are going to discuss that in this today's video. So let's begin. So hello friends, my name is Arun Tiwari and I am expert on international taxation and takes care of NRI taxation part as well. So today I am going to answer about one very frequently asked question, that so I hold a property with my wife or with my husband and now I want to sell property, but I want all the proceed in one account. Is it possible or is there is any complication? In some cases people even want TDS deducted on one name. So is it possible or there will be some complication in the later date? So let me explain you. First thing, if you have put your wife in the name of documents of the property, you should get registration, you should get the amount in joint account, okay, or maybe 50% account in both account. Even in the case your wife has not contributed any money in, or your husband has not contributed any money in the procurement of that property, still you should follow. Why? Let me tell you. So what happens when you're going to register the property? Generally both the seller has to sign and they have to submit their PAN number. From there the registrar submit a return to income tax where he mentioned both the seller's name. Now from that return in your income tax portal, both the husband and wife, both's name are reflected as a seller. Now what happens, suppose if you take money in one account and you doesn't file TDS on both account, there is a mismatch in the documentation. Like as per the income tax return, or sorry, as per income tax records, there are two names as a seller, but when you're going to file a return or when you file the return of TDS, you have mentioned only one person. So one person is missing, and because there is a, you can say there is no common acceptance between two documents, the income tax may get confused and they can send a notice to you. You are right at the place and you have not broken any law, but understand the practicability, because there is different information coming to income tax from different sources and now they want to check out what is true. Okay, so what happens, as per registrar they are putting two sellers name and they are posting their PAN number as well, but as per TDS return you are posting only one seller name and one seller's PAN number. So there is a mismatch. To avoid that, always you should do, first thing, receive a payment in either joint account or a separate NRO account. If husband and wife both are non-resident, then there should be two separate NRO account and you should accept payment in that, just to avoid unnecessary notices from income tax in future. Second thing, you should file TDS on name of both the seller, husband as well as wife. Okay, in case husband is suppose NRI and wife is a resident, then it's very simple. Still you have to receive 50% amount on wife name, 50% amount on husband name, but in case of you can say wife, if she is a resident, the only 1% TDS has to paid on 50% part. Okay, suppose 1 crore property you are selling, 50% part, that means 50 lakhs, 1% has to be paid, and remaining 50% part you can either pay 23% or you can apply for lower TDS, and whatever TDS rate you get, you have to pay TDS at that rate. But avoid filing TDS return on 1%, on one person's name. Lots of time people say, especially the legal and tax professional, they will say, it's possible, why you should not do it? But understand, we do not want to get into unnecessary tax notices. And income tax is right, because they are getting different information from different sources. So definitely they have to issue a notice and ask, okay boss, what is the matter? And then of course you can explain, but really do want to get into that notice. If you want to avoid that notice, just do the simple thing, file TDS return on both person's name, deposit amount in separate account or in a joint account, okay, and keep both the PAN and information same as per the registration and as per your TDS return. Then there is no mismatch and income tax will not get confused and they don't have to bother you by sending a notice. So hope the question is answered, that if it is a joint property, both persons' name should be mentioned practically, as to avoid any kind of hesitation, any kind of legal notices and all. and hassles related to that, and avoid doing one person's. Then after that, you can transfer money to one person's account after you receive the money from bank or from buyer, and then you can forward or you can use whatever you want. There is no problem after that. But first payment you should receive in separate account, and you should file TDS on both the seller's name. Either they are both are NRI, or one is NRI, one is resident. Just try to post TDS return on both, and file return also on both person's name. You have to file return also, so that there will not be any mismatch in information submitted to income tax by different sources, because income tax collect documents, collect informations from different sources, and if they get mismatch in that, they have to issue notice, because it is red flagged by their system, and they have to issue notice. And unnecessary you have to hire a chartered accountant, resolve that issue, explain them. Of course they will understand, they will resolve this, and it's not a problem, but why to get into that problem if there is a better possible solution? So that's all in this video. If you got any other query related to NRI taxation, legal or investments, you can ask me in the comment section, and either me or my team will come back and reply to you. And if this is a very frequently asked question, I will make video just like this. So in this video, that's all. If you like this video, subscribe and share. Thank you. Have a nice day.